What's up, you guys? Hope you guys are doing awesome. So today we're going to go over a project called Project Eluune, and they have some very aesthetic artwork. They're very interesting. So I've been watching them for the past year to see how they do, and they recently got some funding, which is really cool. So I wanted to do a deep dive into them. But before I do, just note that this is all not financial advice. I'm just a random dude off the internet with I don't even know anything, so don't trust me with your financial well-being, okay? But let's get into it. So let's get into the team. So I like how they're very transparent. You can click on their social media links. They're very consistent. They've been posting MEAs for like almost a year already, and they're very passionate about their project, which are really great signs. Then they received decent funding. So let's try to pull it up. It was around 5 million. Around right here. Yep, so around 5 million with investors such as Polygon, Lightspeed, and etc. So overall, solid ones. C2, Ventures, 6man. So it's very cool to see how their hard work over the past year paid off with their funding. And then you can check their very aesthetic artwork right here. And here's one of my favorites of their Star Garden, their Genesis NFT. So really cool, really amazing artwork. Then they have a very developed core community due to having developed it over the past year without funding. So these guys are very hardcore. They stuck with the community even when the future outlook was uncertain, even through the previous bearish months of earlier this year. So really awesome to see that. Then they have very intriguing features like their mission control. Let's see if we can scroll up and find it. We'll just click on the story through here. And we'll go through improvements later, but you can see their different story. And let me see if I can find mission control. There it is, nice. So you can click join here. Then you can do various tasks such as collecting monsters within the Discord, tweeting out their posts, then you gather points. So they're really keen on rewarding players who are active in their community. So that's really awesome to see. Then they have evolving NFTs. We'll go through their white paper. So really cool how you can, as the NFTs evolve, their artwork evolves as you gain more EXP. Then you can merge different creatures together to create even more valuable NFTs that are stronger. Then for gameplay wise, you can select a certain domain. So each Star Garden has an optional 20 domains you can choose from, and then from those specific domains you can gather a certain subsector of ingredients after choosing the domain. So this creates a very holistic environment where different players select certain domains, they cultivate certain ingredients, and then they exchange with one another. So this creates an awesome environment, ideally for collaboration, unless some whales or guilds maybe try to dominate certain subtext sectors, which we'll go into later for the improvements. Then they have consistent interactive YouTube content, mostly teasers and also MEAs. Their white paper is very easy to understand. Then there are multiple ways to earn, like cultivating your star gardens, crafting creatures, trading ingredients, guild battles, and the Genesis Star Garden NFTs are around mid-price fiat wise. So we can check which one. So each of these have different rarities depending on the circle right here. I think this one's the lowest one, second. Then I think, let's see if we can find the next one. Then one of the inner solid line, I think that's 3. Then I think there will be ones with fancier designs. That'll be the 4th one. Let's see if we can pull it up. Okay, fancier designs number 4. And Let's see if there's any of the super rare ones. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I think this is one. This is it. That's the rarest one. Alright, now let's get into the improvements. So we'll have to wait until the following to see these released in order to see the gameplay, to see whether it's fun. And because each player is required to enter one of these Star Gardens into team of other players, I'm very curious to see if that's sustainable or not because of the required social interaction. Then I want to see their specific tokenomics distribution, since in their white paper they talk about it, but just they recently got funding from Polygon Lightspeed and stuff. So now that they got funding, they're going to have to create a set tokenomics distribution just to see how the vesting works for their team, their investors, treasury, reserve, and stuff like that. Then I also am curious to see how their economics play out in game, as certain whales, guilds, they can dominate certain subsectors if they try hard enough. Maybe they buy up all the certain subsectors and they choose the domain that they specialize in that is the most valuable and powerful in the game. So we'll have to see where that goes. Then I want to see their audits of their tokens and NFTs gameplay to see how safe it is in the future. Then I want to see them upgrade their website. Right now it has some stuff that are just like video pop-outs and article pops out, but they need to really upgrade their website to create a good first impression along with other like HD videos. And then I think they need to clarify their roadmap too, since there's a lot of lore built into it. However, now that they've officially received funding, they'll need to really create certain deadlines and goals that are very tangible instead of having it lore focused. Then they also need to increase their medium article output, such as creating articles on partnership announcements, game development updates, image transcripts, sales, etc. Then they also need to create an easily accessible media kit for content creators to post more about the game. So they can go through the Twitter and they can go through the white paper. However, just having it all in one place will be a lot easier, along with their logos and other stuff that content creators can post about. But overall, I think this is a pretty good opportunity. I think their team is very passionate. They like to do the little things. That's why their community has been so strong the past year, even without proper funding. And yeah, I think they still have a lot of room for improvement, such as the specific tokenomics, the actually seeing how their gameplay is out, their website needing to get upgraded, certain audits for everything. And I think I'm going to give them a lot of leeway since they're pretty much kind of new to like all the stuff that they need to do in order to, after receiving funding, since they just received, or the announcement was just like a few days ago. But I think they have a lot of potential, so I'm just going to closely monitor them. I'm personally not going to get involved that much with their community right now, but I believe they have a lot of potential, but we'll see whether they actually act out upon their potential or not. So that's about it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and talk to you guys next time.